Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum. Let's do this question. Let's read the question first. Okay, we are given two fair dice which are being tossed. Dibaling, dua dadu dibaling, dan mesti kita akan dapat random number, betul tak? So we gotta tambahkan, both numbers are added. Contoh kalau kita macam main dam ular ke apa kan, kita ada dua tu, kalau kita ada dua dadu lah, kalau kita ada dua dadu, and then let's say you get 1 and then you get 3, and then you sum it together, you're gonna get 4. Macam tu lah, sort of begitulah. So show that the probability of getting a sum of 7 is 1/6. Dekat sini kita diminta untuk show, bila kita sumkan dia, we got the probability of getting the sum of 7 is 1/6. How do we show them? Okay, so actually dalam table ni dah boleh nampak dah sebenarnya. So saya kena sediakan table di mana this is our first dice. Our first dice has digit 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6, and of course the second digit, and of course the second dice we have 6 digit jugalah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then what we have to do is just add them together. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, and yada yada, you do it all of them. And then you realize that Miss, kenapa Miss highlight kan, kenapa Miss merahkan huruf 7, nombor 7, sebab dia yang minta the sum of 7. Okay, dia nak minta the sum of 7. Show that how do you get the probability of getting sum of 7 is 1/6. How do I know that? How do I show that? So this is what I'm going to do now. I need to show it that I managed to get it. Okay, so dekat sini we first let X is the event that getting the sum of 7. Okay, getting the sum of 7. Actually kat sini dah boleh nampak dah, dalam table ni dah boleh nampak dah, oh probability is 1/6, but we still have to show it. And how? Okay, dekat sini kita boleh keluarkan the sum of getting 7 from this table. From this table is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 is 6. Am I right? Yalah, ada 6 saja. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why ada 6 kali sahaja. Tapi daripada berapa banyak kali? Total kita is 6. This is 6, right? Times it with 6 here. 6 times 6 is 36. That is the total possibilities. Bila you sumkan dua-dua digit, dua-dua dadu, probability untuk dapatkan nombor summation tersebut adalah 36. Jadi our probability of getting 7, probability of event X is going to be nx divided by ns. Am I right? This is the basic probability, di mana 6/36, you simplify it, you're going to get 1/6. That is how easy you show them. Show that how you get 6, how do you get 36? By just use table. Use table, it's enough. It is really enough to give you an information. You just have to remember, write down your answer in terms of this formula. Okay, so now second question. Move on to the second question. Diminta a pair of dice is tossed 100 times. Wow, banyaknya. Okay, a pair of dice, serentaklah dua-dua dadu dibaling sebanyak 100 kali, and the sum is observed on each occasion. What is the probability of getting more than means more than 25? Getting the sum is 7. So our X is still the same. Our random variable is still the same because the topic is talking about summation of 7. So we still can use the X, and then we can just go straight away answering X is greater than 25. X is greater than 25 for who? I'm going to use my purple now. My purple is my magic tool in showing that this is having a binomial distribution. Oh, how do you know it's a binomial distribution, Miss? Or is it normal distribution, Miss? Which one, Miss? Binomial. Berapa banyak kali kita dapat dadu. Berapa banyak kali kita dapat? Mana dia kita dapat point-point berapa? Betul tak? Kita dapat jawapan. Kita dapat satu jawapan. Dapat dua jawapan. Of course, you're gonna start with binomial, isn't it? And then, dikata berapa kali? 100 kali. And then, probability of success adalah 1/6. Probability of success dekat sini, you all kena smart, okay? This is looking at the probability of getting summation of 7. Okay, berapa probability yang kita berjaya dapat dua dadu ditambahkan dapat 7. Okay, it is 1/6. That is our success. That is our success getting summation of 7. Okay, so now this is only binomial. Tetapi kita kena check. Remember, we have to check our n first. N is large or not? I think more than 50 is quite large already. But we have to check second condition, NP. NP, okay, buat je lah. 100 darabkan dengan 1/6 adalah 50/3. Okay, 50/3 ni berapa sebenarnya? 50/3 ni how many? It is actually 16.67. Yes, dia sangat-sangat melebihi 5. Itu adalah syarat NP. Melebihi, more than or equal to 5. Jadi, syarat kedua ditepati. Apakah syarat ketiga? Syarat ketiga adalah dia mesti di antara 0.1 dan 0.9 inklusif. Tiga-tiga syarat menepati. Bila tiga-tiga syarat menepati, we got to change it into what? We got to change it for x is normally distributed. Okay, this is how we read them. X is normally distributed with jawapan NP. With jawapan NP with NPQ. Tutup bracket. But what is our NP right now? Our NP, we have found it, which is 16.67. How about our NPQ? NPQ 100 darab 1/6 darab 5/6. Apa jawapan kita? Jawapan kita adalah 13.89. 13.89. Ya, you boleh ambil 2 decimal places pun dah okey dah. So this one, remember, this is for normally distributed, whereby something must be applied. What is it? What is the something that? We must apply CC. Apply CC is a must. Therefore, we gotta need, apa yang kita perlukan? Kita perlukan, cara saya mengajar adalah saya memerlukan number line. But this number line must be inclusive. Okay? But the fact that the here, this is not inclusive yet. As I said, this is not inclusive yet. So, adakah jawapan kita di sini betul? Tidak sama sekali. Jawapan kita bukan 25, tetapi jawapan kita adalah melebihi 25. Melebihi 25 adalah 25 tambah 1, iaitu 26. 26 barulah dia inklusif. Bila you dah cari inklusif, bila you dah cari dense circle, barulah ngam boleh lorek. Bila dah habis lorek, barulah boleh cari our CC. Our CC is here, which is 25.5. Ditolakkan sahaja dengan 0.5. Therefore, our PX is more than 25.5 for this particular normally distribution. And we are not finished yet. We really are not finished yet, my dear. We need to standardize it. Okay? Alamak, standardize tu mana pula, miss? We need to find that from X, it gonna become Z. Z is normally distributed at 0 and 1. Okay, for who? For who pula? Of course, this is for Z. But we must standardize it, means it gonna become Z. From X, it becoming Z. And our Z is more than 25.5 minus mu. Minus mu adalah 16.67. Oh, hati-hati. Divide it with square root of sinilah rujuk mu and sigma kamu. Sigma kamu adalah 1389 but square root it. Remember, we want sigma only. You must memorize the formula lah. That's going to be much easier for you all, okay, if you memorize it. So now, we can solve it. Our PZ is more than 2.37. 2.37, and then check table. From the table. Table apa? Table untuk standard normal, of course. Standard normal. Check the standard normal table. Okay, let's have a check. 2.3. 2.3 is here. And where is 7? 7 di belah belakang. So 2.3 is here. 7 is there. And so it's here. Your answer is 0.0089. That's our answer. We did it. Just remember, always check whether we need a CC or not. How do we know it? We must check our NP all the time. Soalan, now kita nak jawab second soalan. How many tosses were required in order the probability of getting at least 7 is 0.9 or more? Wow, question ni very tricky, you all know that? Yeah, but it's okay. Keluarkan mana yang lebih mudah nak nampak. Dia kata probability of getting at least, okay, probability of yada. Okay, is kat sini memang dia kata is equal kan 0.9, but dia kata more also. So you gotta change that is into greater than also. So dekat sini ayat dia memang belit-belit, tahu tak? But dia tengah bercakap is or more tu bermaksudnya more than or equal to the 0.9. Okay, bila you dah nampak probability, Allahu Akbar. Bila you dah nampak probability is equals to 0.9 or more, and then dalam ni barulah you boleh fikirkan getting 17. What does it mean by 17? Getting 1. Okay, getting 1 is actually 17 bermaksud dia nak kata sum of 7. You only get 1 out of the sum of the 7 tu. Okay, and in fact our x is still the same. Our random variable x is still the same sebab tadi kan saya terpadam pula. Tadi kan saya dah let x is equals to the event that getting the sum of 7. Okay, so we are still talking at the same x, the sum of 7. Therefore, we can use x here, isn't it? So kita boleh guna x yang sama, but then you kena pandai baca probability of getting at least 17. At least dekat sini bermaksud dia nak cari more than or equal. At least bermaksud more than or equal. At least 1. That is what it means. That is what we are trying to find right now, which is quite complicated. Sebab kan kita ada dua, miss, peningnya miss, ada dua inequality dekat sini. But no worries, there is nothing wrong about that as long you understand the question said. Okay, apa yang diminta kamu lebih faham, itu yang lebih penting sebab bagi kamu dia logic. So this is what we are trying to do right now. We are trying to solve in fact this part. Kita nak selesaikan bahagian ni dulu. Macam mana kita nak selesaikan bahagian ni dulu. Bahagian belah kiri ni dulu. Okay, do you remember that we have random variable x is binomially distributed having 100 with 1/6 probability of success getting summation of 7. So dalam table ada ke kita nilai 0.167 ataupun sebenarnya saya kena jadikan dia 2 decimal places lah. I can make it into becoming 0.17, and let's check whether we have 0.17 here in the table. No, we don't have it in the binomial table. How do I know it's a binomial? Because we are talking about binomial, isn't it? So we don't have it. We don't have it. We don't have it. Oh my god. We don't have it in the binomial table. So if we don't have it, we gotta fix this thing. We gotta think of something that we can fix more than or equal to. So macam mana saya nak fixkan dia? Maksud saya fix tu fix. Saya ubah dia sedikit. Dia akan jadi 1 minus probability of x less than 1 instead. Belakang ni masih more than or equals to 0.9. Jadi belakang ni saya ubah dia sedikit sebab saya memerlukan less than. I need this less than because when I do less than, I can change it again into probability of x is equals to 0. Wow, miss. Equal to 0 pula. Wow, how do you know, miss? How do you know that 0 can be included? Kalau you tanya soalan ni, maksudnya you belum faham binomial betul-betul. Dalam binomial, our R can start from 0, 1, 2 and so on. We can start from 0. So our R dekat sini boleh start dari kosong dalam binomial. Okay, so now and then what we need to do is just solve it. Bila dah dapat 1 minus ni, mudahlah untuk kita solve. And then we will get, this is minus. Okay, let me solve it for you. Okay, this is minus more than or equals to negative 0.1. Both are negative, kiri kanan positif. Jadi dia akan jadi apa? P random variable x is equal to 0 less than or equal. Dia berubah sign and then 0.1 over there. Okay, by now you should all know this already. And here is where we can apply using NCR times P to the power of R times Q n minus R using the formula, right? Using the formula, and then just masukkan R kamu. Masukkan nilai R kamu. R kamu adalah kosong. So masukkan pada R sahaja. Do you know your n? Do we know our n? Of course we do not know. N is the number of tosses. Tosses 2 dice. Tosses the dice. Okay. So when you want, you are the one who asking how many tosses. How many tosses means you do not know what's the value of n. Okay, what's the value of n? We do not know yet. So if we do not know it, just keep it. Keep it. Keep n. Okay. Keep the n and then R, you tahu R kamu adalah kosong. And then P, probability of success is berapa tadi? Is 1 over 6. I prefer to use 1 over 6 instead of 0.167. Saya prefer guna whole fraction ni lah. Saya prefer guna whole fraction tu and then power it with 0. And then Q saya adalah 5/6 to the power of n minus R. N saya, my n is still n, do not know. Then minus 0 less than or equals to 0.1. And then my job right now is to know that, to solve this. Whenever something is NC0 or something to the power of 0, it's gonna give you 1. 1 times 1 times 5/6 to the power of n less than or equal to 0.5. So dekat sini kita boleh apply logarithm. Log both sides and then our n can bring it down. 5/6, leave it there. And then 0.1, bukan 1, 0.1 on the right hand side. And therefore, we are now trying to solve what is the value of n. But don't put the sign yet. Kenapa miss? Kenapa jangan letak sign ni dulu? Sebab you all kena hati-hati. When here is a negative value, your sign must be changed into more than or equal pula. And then n gonna give you 12.63. Therefore, your n is roughly 13 tosses.